Coming up on Kochie's Business Builders, a fine food merchant on how to control your cash flow. What inspires this Byron Bay entrepreneur to get out of bed every day? And an iconic swimwear brand on why quality always comes first. Hi and welcome back to Kochie's Business Builders. It's going to be a terrific show today, I can just feel it. Now, I'm always meeting amazing everyday Australians who are forging their own paths. They often start out moonlighting as micro-entrepreneurs and then start their own unique small business. It's so inspiring to hear all of your stories, and we love being able to do what we can to support Australian small business. We all know what a huge role small business plays in the Australian economy. According to a 2016 NAB report, 44% of working Australians are in small business, and 1 in 6 working Australians have a goal to create their own company. It really helps when you have like-minded people around you. That's why it's a great idea to join the Small Business First community. Coming up, an entrepreneur who loves eating healthy and really lives his brand. Gary loved Byron Bay Muesli so much that he bought the company. Next, though, we speak to a fantastic South Australian food and wine business who are promoting our best local brands to the world. So let's get stuck into it. Rosalie Rotolo Hassan started serving customers in her parents' food business at Adelaide Central Market when she was just 12 years old. From there, she went on to build a premium food and wine retail store, employing over 50 staff. Tim Armstrong from NAB spoke to Rosalie about the evolution of her business.
So hi Rosalie, welcome to the village at NAB. Tell me about your business, Bottega Rotolo.
Thanks, Tim. You said that really well. It's actually Bottega Rotolo. So Bottega is the Italian word for the shop or the place where an artist does their work, and Rotolo is my surname. So my business is very much a business based around brands and iconic brands that we find from overseas, and a Bottega is a place under which the umbrella sits all those brands.
Fantastic. And how did you get into business? How did you get started?
Well, I grew up in a business, in a family business. My parents had a store in the Central Market. I really loved the customer interaction and, more importantly, bringing products to people and getting their reaction. It really gives me the passion that's driven me to start my own business.
And tell me, I'm interested in how your business has changed over the time that you've run it. I know you started as predominantly as an export business, but now you do a lot of importing, so...
Absolutely, Tim. We started as an export business, and that was as a result of a contact that my parents came back with, and I packaged up all these great South Australian products and sent them off to a store in Singapore, and they placed an order, and I hopped on a plane and went over and did what we do here in Australia. We did tastings in store, which for them was something they'd never done before. So I transformed the business into a distribution business, which combined local products as well as distribution of products from the eastern seaboards that South Australian consumers didn't have the opportunity to access previously. We decided to, at that point, become importers in our own right, and we now are importers of 90% of what we do, with the aim of finding amazing products, working with incredible producers to bring products back to Australia to say to the Australian industry, if you can make us this product, we'd really like to buy it from you.
So what have been some of the challenges that you've run into along the way as you've grown your business?
Well, the 2 biggest challenges I've always had in my business has been cash flow and people. Making sure that I'm always in a position to be able to pay my creditors when they need to be paid, making sure that that relationship is always strong, and paying your bills is a really important part of that.
Yeah, so cash flow is a really common challenge for most businesses, particularly as they enter into an expansion phase. And one of the key things that we find is really important to ensure success is actually to ensure that you continue to reinvest money back into your business to help it grow. Reinvest into the right things that will actually help your business grow and perform. And that gives you a much greater chance of success.
Well, Tim, there's actually a product that the NAB offers that I've found a fantastic way and has really helped me with my cash flow over the last few years. That's a debtor finance facility, because as my customer base grew and my turnover grew, my ability to lend and utilise that cash up front rather than waiting for my customers to pay has been really valuable.
One of the other things we see from a cash flow perspective is the importance as well of managing your working capital. So ensuring that you're collecting on your debtors, you're managing your creditors appropriately, but also more importantly, you're managing your stock and your inventory. Critical in a business like yours where there's limited shelf life to some of the products. These are the basics of working capital that you really need to manage from a cash flow perspective.
Now, I love this story because it's about great food and wine. Rosalie from Rosalie Rotolo needs help stabilising cash flow and growing her business. When you're a small business owner, the road to success is paved with challenges. And because your business is your livelihood, you try to prepare for these ups and downs as best you can. But with 1 in 4 small businesses in 2016 claiming they would not survive if they had to close doors for 3 months, are you really prepared? Luckily, protection exists that can kick in when an unexpected business closure puts your income, employees and customers at a loss. Business interruption insurance can cover loss of income after a business is impacted by a disaster, such as a severe weather event, fire, or even a government-imposed closure. Business interruption insurance can help keep the business afloat and get you back on your feet after disaster strikes. If you're unsure whether you're protected from an unexpected business interruption, a Steadfast insurance broker can help. For specialist insurance advice and protection for your small business, get a Steadfast insurance broker on your team. Visit steadfast.com.au. Next up, Gary Sharman from Byron Bay Muesli tells us why you should invest in a company you love. For him, it's about healthy living, healthy life. We'll be back after the break with more of his inspiring story. Byron Bay Muesli has remained true to their roots and have a select range of quality products. Gary does a great job of listening to his customers and then giving them what they want. He really knows his market and ensures he always delivers quality products. That's what running a good small business is all about.
Byron Bay Muesli came from the need to create a healthy breakfast cereal. Australians are becoming very aware of what they eat, and I saw a need for a better quality, healthy start to the day. Byron Bay Muesli was actually started by some good friends of mine back in 2001. They sold their business to me 5 years ago with 3 products, and that was a great start. It was a very small business. I did everything myself in those days when I took it over. I made the muesli, I packed the muesli. We have grown to a much larger scale these days. We're now producing around 100 tonnes of muesli a year. We've now got 7 products. We've built a factory and we're selling products right around Australia and overseas as well. I think the general public really direct us. They give us an indication of what they're looking for. So constant innovation and new products is a very important part of what we do. We communicate with other people on social media. We work very closely with people in the food industry, trainers, manufacturers, suppliers. The stores, we speak to them regularly. We like to stay in touch with people on the front line. They give us the information. They tell us what people are after. So from that information that we provide, we're able to move forward and create new products, innovate, and stay on top of the trends. So when we started out, the biggest obstacle was for us to get shelf space. When you're selling products to people that have stores, shelf space is a premium. So to earn the respect and the right to put your product on that shelf takes time. That's the biggest obstacle that we faced when we started out, was all the phone calls and ringing up and cold calling, going and seeing people and saying, hey, we've got a great product here, please give us a chance. Through persistence and the support of the community, we gained market share. Picking the right partners to work with in business is very important. You need a good team of people. We have partnerships with a lot of different people. We have partnerships with people that provide wonderful Australian food products. We have partnerships with people that provide us with great packaging. Freight is very important. Logistics. We are here in Byron Bay. We need to get our products out all over Australia. So to have a good partner to work with, such as Australia Post, who provide a great service to us is very important. We're in a great area here. Byron Bay has some great people working in this area. We support them, they support us. It's a win-win situation. My advice to people that are looking to go into the manufacturing industry would be to find a product or create a product that really inspires you. It's important that you really like what you do and you believe in it. And that's what inspired me. It's like the story of I love the product so much I bought the company. This is how it was for me. It's one of those things. When you find something that you like and you believe in it, you run with it. That's my advice. What inspires people to pick up our product in the first place is our packaging, I think. It attracts people straight away. It says, this is who we are. This is the key to building a good brand, is to have a product that is really good, looks good, tastes great, and people appreciate. There's so many people out there that are interested in what they eat. They care about what they put into their stomach. They're attracted to good quality products that are healthy, additive-free, which is what we do. My vision when we started out 5 years ago was to create a product that people were inspired by, that was good for them and motivated them. The vision hasn't changed at all. It's only expanded, it's grown. The Australian market is a big market, but so's the world. I love my job, I really do. That's the thing that sets this apart from anything else that I've done before. It makes me feel really good that people enjoy starting their day with a good healthy food product like Byron Bay Muesli. Wonderful, that's what I wake up for every day. It's great, and come to work knowing that people are happy.
Coming up, Tim Armstrong from NAB offers Rosa Lee strategic cash flow advice to boost her business. Plus, Adam Linforth from cheeky swimwear brand Budgie Smuggler on why focusing on delivering customer satisfaction is the best thing you can do for your business. Earlier in the show, we heard from Rosalie Rotolo, a South Australian-based premium food and wine merchant that's been expanding interstate. Tim Armstrong from NAB sat down with founder Rosalie to talk about the evolution of her business. Let's get back into it.
So Rosalie, you've obviously built a really fantastic, successful business. What are some of the tips that you might give to other business owners that are thinking about expanding and looking to grow?
Well, the biggest tip I can give any business, Tim, in regards to wanting to expand their business is understanding their market, understanding their customer, having a clear direction and strategy about where they want to be, and more importantly, follow through with that strategy. It's really important to be focused on where you want to be and where and how you want to achieve that. And it's important to understand what your competitors are doing, but don't let them change the direction of which you want to take your business.
A key part of your growth and expansion has been you've got some really amazing partnerships, so really interested in hearing a bit more about those.
Well, we were very lucky to have the opportunity to tender for the cheese contract for Qantas about 5 years ago. As a result, it created an opportunity for us to supply Qantas portion cheese for domestic and international, but also it's very key for us to understand our market and our customers, and that really is the space of where our customers work.
And what do you think makes a successful customer-supplier relationship?
It's appreciation for each other's strengths, really. Qantas are a great Australian icon. They're very particular about the way in which they promote their brand. They are very much work in the quality space, and from our point of view, we also have that similar philosophy, and hence why there's a lot of synergy between the two companies.
And as you've grown and you've changed, what are some of the key things you've learned about running the business?
The key thing I've learned is culture is a really important part of my business. It's something that I really find the core of what we do, having people that believe in our brand, have people that believe in our products. So they enjoy coming to work, because if we have that demeanour about all of us, then that's expressed to our customers and it becomes a joyful process for them as well.
Fantastic. And why do you think customers keep coming back to you?
Because we love what we do and we're good at it.
Yeah. Thanks very much for your time today, Rosalie.
Thanks for having me, Tim.
Gee, there are some great tips there. If you're dealing in importing or exporting, it can be a real balancing act. As Rosalie says, it's very important to understand your market and give your customers exactly what they want. It's really important to be clear on what your ultimate goal is and all the steps you need to take to get there. Great stuff.
Hi, I'm Adam from Smuggler. We make swimwear. We make it here in Australia. We sell it around the world. In terms of tips, I'd say my top tip would be if you're going to make something, make it well. And then once you get to scale, everything becomes sort of cost effective. So focus on quality first and then the quantity will come later and take care of itself.
Ready for the chance of a lifetime? You could win more than $60,000 of small business support from 3 KBB experts to help transform your business in 2017. Enter here. Look, I hope you love the show. I really like that idea of keeping an eye on what your competitors are doing, but following your own path and being true to your own goals. Rosalie is spot on with her vision for her company. It's great to hear from someone who is just so passionate. As Rosalie says, we love what we do and we're good at it. That really does say it all. Up next, I'll be tackling another one of your questions. Keep them rolling in and don't go away.
Business owners spend at least 30 minutes every day checking their email inbox and responding to customers. This time adds up, and in the long term, you may feel like you have little to show for those hours. Now you can turn your inbox into a powerful customer relationship management tool and gain important insights about your contacts. For those with a Gmail account, try these plugins. Streak allows businesses to track customers' active leads, deals, and sales pipelines from their inbox. If you want to improve your sales conversions and establish rapport with clients, then a plugin like Rapportive provides detailed profiles and contacts as it integrates with LinkedIn. Find out what happens after you click send with email tracker Yesware. This plugin lets you track open rates, click rates, and attachment views so you can identify the best possible message. And finally, don't feel chained to your desk or mobile. Get control of your inbox by scheduling emails and reminders with Boomerang.
Welcome back, and to Ask Kochie, where I answer one of our viewers' questions about small business. And today I've got a pretty handy expert to help me along. Cindy Batchelor from NAB is on hand to give her expert opinion as well. Cindy, good to see you. Let's jump into the video from Lisa.
Hi, this is Lisa from All in All Parties. We specialise in kids pop-up parties. Our differentiation in the market is the convenience factor, so we do everything and the parents have nothing to do. We've been established for 3 years and we're scaling the business. As part of this journey, I'm going to be franchising. So my question to you is, how do I position myself in the market to sell the franchises?
Yeah, Lisa, that's a great question. Preparing for franchising. And Cindy, we're one of the most franchised countries in the world, aren't we? It stuns me.
It's incredible. And, you know, you get that information from the Franchise Council of Australia. So that would be Lisa's first port of call, is to go there and have a look at that. Really, really important. But as you start to, again, think about going into franchising, I don't know that everybody knows, it takes about 3 years to build up to being able to actually franchise a business, and another 3 to 5 years before you start to turn a profit. So there's a lot of preparation that needs to go in. As I said, the Franchise Council of Australia can guide you and give you some tips on that. Really important.
And they've got a great resource centre, haven't they, that sort of almost gives you step-by-step guides as well.
Absolutely. And the most important thing for a franchise owner is also to understand how are they going to build their brand. So do they have a really good social media presence? And we've got a great resource at NAB, the Social Media Command Centre, which helps customers really understand what's the value of social media and how do I reach my target market? So doing some research on social media and making connections to potential franchisees and potential customers is critical.
Yeah, I actually used that centre for Sunrise, didn't I? For,
that's right.
For a budget, federal budget, and sort of all the triggers that people were talking about and all the issues. It was fantastic, the information you got out of it.
Yeah, absolutely. So really important that you build your brand. And if you're going to become, again, a franchisor, you also have to make sure that your model is replicable. So it's not just about doing it once, but how can you replicate it consistently? So again, that work up front, as you're building your brand, you need to do that simultaneously so that you're good to go when you start to get the opportunity to connect with potential franchisees.
Yep. And it's quite a regulated market too, isn't it? So there is a lot of regulation. A lot of small businesses say, oh, this is a great way to grow, I'll just franchise it. Not as simple as that. It can be quite complex.
Correct. And the ACCC regulates franchising, and there is a code of conduct, again, to protect franchisors and franchisees in terms of how they do business.
Okay. All right, Lisa, good idea, but you need a lot of help, a lot of professional advice, specialist franchising lawyers, bankers, accountants. It's almost an art, isn't it, Cindy?
And just, again, good preparation in advance of launching into franchising. That's my tip.
Yeah. Lisa, good luck with that. Let us know how you go. And for more information on all tips and tricks for your business, don't forget to go to the website kochiesbusinessbuilders.com.au. We'll catch you next time. Hey, thanks for dropping by the KBB YouTube channel. If you want a whole lot more where this came from, press the subscribe button and it will open a Pandora's box of great videos that not only are educational, full of great advice, but also really inspiring. Just what we need as small business owners.